The Methuselah Prophecy. The names of the Bible are absolutely fascinating. They quite often contain hidden nuggets of valuable truth that make the Bible even more fun to read and study. Such is the case with the name, Methuselah. Most people are generally familiar with Methuselah. He was the son of Enoch, the righteous preacher. He was the grandfather of Noah, of Noah's flood. He was also the man with the longest lifespan in the Bible, 969 years. But what most people don't know about Methuselah is the special meaning behind his name. This Hebrew name actually carries behind it a divine prophecy concerning the actual flood of Noah. How so? Let's investigate. The most common meaning for the name Methuselah, Methuselah, is man of a dart, Strong's number 4968. This word, or name, is broken down into two separate parts, in the Hebrew language. Number 1, meth or math equals man, an adult. Number 2, shilak equals a missile, for attack. Special note, the Hebrew noun shilak can denote a missile, a dart, a spear, a javelin, a sword, or a branch. It is derived from the Hebrew verb shalash, meaning to send out or to send away. Notice the similarity with the Greek word apostle, one sent forth. So what we have here is an illustrative picture of a man, presumably a warrior, holding a spear in his hand. And what does a warrior do with a spear? He sends out, the spear towards his enemy. The spear is sent forth. Thus, the name Methuselah can denote two separate meanings. Number 1, a man holding a spear, on the attack. Or number 2, a man on mission, one sent forth, like a spear. Now here's where things get very interesting. There is a third, more concrete, meaning for Methuselah hidden even deeper, like a long-lost treasure, within the Hebrew language. We're talking about the actual core meaning behind the name. The more concrete meaning behind the name Methuselah is, when he is dead it shall be sent. Special note, doesn't this third meaning remind you of that mysterious-sounding voice in movie Field of Dreams? Ever so often, the main character, Kevin Costner, would hear a whispering voice say, "If you build it, they will come." Anyway, the core meaning behind the name Methuselah reminds me so much of that movie. So what we have here is a divine prophecy concerning the actual flood of Noah, and it seems to be hidden within this man's name. How do I know for certain that this statement is true? The flood of Noah took place the very same year of Methuselah's death. True fact. This is no mere coincidence. Note. I for one noticed in Genesis 7 verse 4, King James Version. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. Wasn't it custom to mourn a death for 7 days in those times? Then I recalled hearing a sermon on this subject done by Perry Stone, which at the end of this video I will try to include if it be possible to find it. It just seemed to me that God took the faithful before he sent the flood.
See, let me tell you something. You know why nobody was on Noah's Ark except him and his family? Can I tell you why? Because Methuselah's name means in Hebrew, when he dies, it'll come. And when he died, it didn't come. Because he died the year of the flood, and God said to Noah, yet 7 days I'll cause it to rain. And the reason God said yet 7 days is the rabbi said Noah had to bury Methuselah. Methuselah died, and as Noah is burying his great-great-great-grandfather, the flood hadn't come. And suddenly people get careless, and they say, hey, when he died, it's supposed to happen. Nothing's happened. Do you see any water? No. Second day goes by. You see any water? No. Fourth day goes by. You see any water? And so they all stood there, and they looked at the ark, and they thought, what an old stupid man to spend 100 years building a boat, and there's not a sign in the sky of rain. But God let him mourn for 7 days for his granddaddy, his great-great-granddaddy Methuselah, and put him in the ground and bury him. But when the mourning time was over, I hear the Bible say God shut him in.